Hello, and welcome to the October edition of the SLVCG Director Showcase. Today we have a director whose work is instantly recognizable for its bold visuals, explosive energy, and cinematic flair. From story-driven vlogs, visually stunning music videos, and short cinematic clips that are fast, dramatic, and dripping with atmosphere, and captivating immersive experiences. We will be talking about what drives his creativity, how he brings these breathtaking visuals to life, the lessons he's learned along the way, and where he sees his work and machinima itself heading next. Please welcome to the show, Elgar Diabol.
Hi guys, how are you doing?
We're doing amazing today. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. There's a nice weather here, so it's a productive day for me.
Oh, nice. So we're going to go ahead and get into these questions now. Are you ready?
Yeah, I am ready.
So if you've seen a few of our past interviews, then you've hopefully already prepared yourself for our standard first question. Because just like this is the beginning of our interview, it would only make sense to start off with the beginning of your journey in Second Life. So how did you find our favorite metaverse? And what did you do on the grid before you started dabbling in the art of video making?
So I found out Second Life about 17 or 18 years ago, and back then I spent a lot of time in sandboxes, meeting people from all over the world and learning from them. And I'm really glad for that experience because the people I met helped me a lot when I was starting out.
That's awesome. It's really great to meet new people when you come in, and then they're able to show you around, and you can see how SL is with the help and guidance of others. I know when I first came into Second Life, I was brought in by a couple of friends of mine, and they were able to show me around as well. It wasn't just me hopping into this unknown world. It was really cool. So we see that there was a point where you took a break from SL for a while, and when you came back, your Abby was still rocking that flexi hair while the whole grid was gone mesh. How did it feel seeing such a huge change in SL? Was it like a culture shock?
Yeah, it's totally a culture shock for me because when I started Second Life, it's, everyone's wearing flexi hairs. And when I came back, all the hairs were detailed. It's really attached to the avatar. Even the clothes. Back then, it was just prims. But now I'm really amazed how far Second Life has changed.
I agree, me too. It's everything used to flop in the wind, and now it just kind of stands still. Now, let's talk about the first time you turned that SL camera on. What was it that drew you into the world of machinima? Was there a video or a certain machinima director that caught your eye?
Yes. When I came back to Second Life around 2021, I created a social account for my avatar, Elgar. And while I was checking the reels, I discovered so many talented vloggers and machinima artists. And one of the creators who really caught my eye was Vega. His work his work really inspired me to aim higher and push my limits.
Oh my gosh, we miss him around here in SL.
Yes.
So we did scroll our way through your YouTube feed, and we saw that your first video you posted was of a beach resort sim. Was this your first attempt at filming, or did your first attempts not make it to the public eye?
Well, actually, that's a good question because that video was actually captured by my friend Annie, and at that time,
okay.
And during that time, I hadn't really started machinima yet. I was just watching her record and edit, and I was amazed, and I kept it on my YouTube channel, just a reminder for me where the spark began.
Oh, I love that. That's awesome. And are you still in contact with Annie?
Yes, she's my SL family. She's my SL sister. I have a lot of sister who supports me.
That's really awesome. I love that. I really love that. And so what was your first film?
I would say it's those little Pierce dancers, those Japanese dancers where there's already a song and the dance. That was the first. I think it's the Trodoxin synthesizer. It's a Japanese dance, and it's cute.
We love cute.
Yeah.
So the first time you caught the eyes of the SLVC judges was when Rizzo posted your ghoul transformation video to our short form watch list. But to be honest, it was your demon thingy video that got the chat in the group really buzzing. All of a sudden, people were talking about this director with jaw-dropping visuals that made us feel like we were watching the next up-and-coming Seerveen. Can you tell us more about what inspired that video and how you created it?
Yes, actually, that demon video, that demon thingy, it's actually just a test for me, Like, I'm just testing myself, what are my potential, like, what I could do with editing. So, basically, it was inspired by TikTok and Tekken. So, I used a backdrop, I have the walking animation, and, I just set it up to be a dark vibe where my avatar transforms into a winged demon, kind of like similar to Jin from Tekken.
Yeah. Okay. So this was all just a test?
Yes, it's a test.
Oh my gosh. If my test looked as good as your test, oh my gosh, I would not be where I am today. Okay, so let's talk about the various categories that you dabble in. There are actually 3 categories in particular that I really want to go into depth with because they do an amazing job of showing one of your most captivating talents, which is telling stories. Most directors, when they go into creating a vlog, they do a really great job of showcasing the product, which is the center stage and main focus. But you, on the other hand, you take us on a full journey. You make us laugh with your Can-App VR treadmill video. Or making us swoon with your Sakai engagement ring video. So can you tell us a bit more about these projects and were you happy with how they came out? I mean, I know I was.
Yes, definitely. I would say it's one of the happiest and most memorable point of my SecondLife journey. Both were really fun to make, and I was really happy with the results. The canopy video was especially fun because I had to change a lot of outfits and I had to go from places to places. I had to change backdrops a lot of times, and it made me like check my inventory. I didn't know I had this backdrop, and I was surprised myself. And for the second video, I was actually prior to that, prior to speaking to my friend Sekai, I actually was planning to make a K-drama video. So, and then I spoke to him, and like he was like, "Oh, I have this product. It's gonna be an engagement ring." So then I was like, "Oh, maybe I can integrate that to my video." Then that time I made this K-drama video. Even though I haven't really watched much K-drama, I probably watched once or twice. And I'm really happy because it was well received. I received a lot of positive comments. I received a lot of shares. When I wake up the next morning, I was shocked because so many people are sharing the videos. I wasn't really expecting, and that really made my day. Not really the day, but my entire year. I was really happy with the outcome.
Well, I'm not surprised because, again, your work is simply amazing and it's astonishing. I'm not surprised that people are sharing it all the way around, and I'm glad that you're seeing that support because it's really awesome when people go out there, they like videos, they reshare videos, because it's not only getting your work out there, but it's also showing the director, the artist, that their stuff is being seen and being enjoyed as well.
Yes.
And K-drama is super popular.
I agree with that. A lot of people in SL love K-drama.
Yeah. So let's go over your music video work and what amazing work it is. I have to repeat myself because we cannot say it enough. It's such amazing work. Actually, let's play a quick montage of your music video work here. So when creating a music video, where does the inspiration start? Do you let the song guide the visuals, or do you start with the visuals and then pick the song?
Well, for me, it's always gonna be the song that guides me. Sometimes, I'm just like cleaning the house, doing my daily stuff, driving to go to the grocery store. something plays in your Spotify, you hear something from a neighbor, and suddenly my mind goes into a daydream mode. Like, I imagine, what if I bring this to Second Life? Then, I start to imagine things. How would I do it? Which backdrops would I use? Things like that. But if I imagine it the other way around, if I use visuals first, really doesn't work for me. But I can imagine that it's gonna be a fun challenge though.
I think that music just is so inspiring, and a lot of us directors, myself included, we find that music has really given us this ability to kind of like, we hear a song, we're like, oh, we definitely see a music video out of this, or we see a story created from this. I feel like we've heard that answer a lot, and that's not a bad thing. We've heard that, music is really the driving course of how you develop your videos. And Rizzo himself, he hears a song and he's like, I got like 5 videos I'm ready to do. Let's go. He hears,
I can relate to that.
Yeah. Yeah. Even if you're making like a movie or a short film, you hear one song, and that one song can help develop this whole entire movie for you.
That's right.
So now for our favorite part, your little cinematic shorts. You have been such a tease, giving us small amounts of these amazing stories and constantly keeping us wanting more. For those who have yet to see what you can do, we have a thrilling montage to help them get as eager as we are to see more. How do you come up with the ideas for these videos? And do your followers have any hope in getting something a little more feature in length?
Well, the concept is similar to music videos. Basically, when I hear a track from an anime or video game, my brain builds the same scene, imagining if I can do it in Second Life. When it comes to making like feature in length, it's very possible for me. However, every angles I take, each angle of my video, I take a lot of time. Like, I'm slow as a turtle when it comes to that. Sometimes, when I pick an angle, it takes a lot of time, like couple of minutes. I know it's slow, but that's how I work. So maybe in the future, I'll make more something lengthier.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with working at your own speed. Nothing at all. If you have deadlines, obviously we have to meet our deadlines, but there's nothing wrong with taking the time that you need to make these videos that you do. Whether someone is new to the world of machinima or they've been doing it for years, everyone can agree that creating machinima comes with its fair share of challenges. So what has been your biggest challenge when it comes to creating your work?
I believe a lot of directors could relate. It's definitely the cost for me. You can do almost anything in Second Life, However, you need to you need to invest in backdrops, props, animations, outfits, wind lights, and so on. And these things adds up a lot. But in my case, I'm really lucky. I have friends who are willing to help me res stuff, and I'm really grateful for that support.
But yeah, it is an expensive world that we live in, but we do have the amazing community as well. If you ever need anything from, if your friends don't have it, you can reach out to the SLVCG Discord channel, and you can reach out to the channel or the server, and you can definitely ask anybody in there. There's so many people in there that have all kinds of things. So if you're ever missing something, I'm sure anybody would love to help you out.
Thank you.
Yeah. With each challenge, there comes success. If you manage to push through it, that is. Do you have a moment in your machinima career that you would consider your biggest success?
For me, it's the Sekai engagement video. I felt like I captured the K-drama elements, and at the same time, I was able to promote the product naturally without really interrupting the flow of the short story. And that balance, that certain balance in that video made me proud.
That's awesome. I'm glad that you found that balance there in the video to kind of get through it and to be completely happy with what you had in the end. So there's no doubt that you managed to make Second Life look absolutely stunning. Are there any tips, tricks, or tools that you can suggest to fellow machinima directors trying to perfect their visuals?
Yes, definitely there's a lot of tips that I can give. First would be take your time with angles. What I usually do is that I have a separate avatar who captures the video. Basically, this avatar has the collection of all my wind lights. Or my avatar has a cameraman. Something like that concept, it makes capturing videos easier for me.
Okay.
Yeah, and collect as many wind lights as you can, and if you're using a backdrop that has a roof, you have to remove it.
Yes.
That way you can play with the sun angle, because lighting is your friend. If you're working on a project, don't rush it, and if you know how to use shaders, use it, and as much as possible make your camera movements subtle. And I believe these small adjustments that you make will go a long way when you're making a video.
Yeah. Did anybody teach you how to make videos, or were you just playing around one day?
Basically, I was just playing around. I was playing around. I was doing my research. I was checking, I was Googling stuff. I've seen tips in Twitter, how to how to use shaders. There's a lot I built myself, something like that.
Well, that's awesome. That's good. I mean, like, to dabble in it and to just kind of figure it out yourself. That's awesome. Some of us are lucky where we have a mentor, or we have someone who teaches us. So, I mean, I think it's really awesome that you went in and you just took control of that and figured it out, And I'm sure you've had help along the way as well.
Yes, definitely.
You use another Avi. Is that just so that you can focus on your own Avi, or is there a particular reason why you use another avatar for the filming?
Yes, I use Black Dragon like 100% when I'm taking a video. When you accidentally move your avatar using Black Dragon, you go back to the default camera. But if you're using an alt to take a video of your avatar, even if you make small mistakes, it really won't mess up your recording. It makes things easier. For me, there's a big difference.
Yeah, I mean, whatever works for you is what I would always recommend to anybody out there.
Yes.
Normally, we like to ask our director to go through the entire library of work and pick out their top 3 videos. But as we've learned in our past interviews, sometimes not choosing your favorite is the best way to go. So we've decided to change this question up a bit. So, Elgar, I would like for you to think about your library work, and we want you to pick out 3 videos. One video that best represents where you started in machinima, one video to showcase where your skills are now, and one last video to give us an idea of where you're trying to take your skills to next.
Yes, definitely. Where I started, basically, it's the synthesizer dance from Little Pierce. I danced it with my friend Annie. It was fun, cute, and it made me realize I could actually make videos. Where I am now, I recently made a video. It's called Flames of Reborn. It took me about a month to capture the clips in my free time with lots of prep and some basic visual effects. Basically, this video shows my current skill level. Where I want to go, I made a video last year. It's called Iron-Blooded Mercenaries. I made this about a year ago. It was my toughest project. A lot of preparation came. I added many effects, animations, props, costumes. And it took me about 2 to 3 months just to finally finish I think it's 2 minutes or less. Mm-hmm. And now, that being said, I want to do more projects like this, but this time I want to do it faster now that I've been practicing and I've been improving.
That was an awesome answer. I love that. Where do you find that you do most of your editing? Like, some people will film and then they'll do all of their color grading and editing and effects in their post-production. But some people will actually use like reshade and also use different things in SL to kind of help their production itself. So where post-production is just editing. Where do you find yourself in that?
I would say kind of both. But it's leaning more into inward. Basically, my style of recording and editing. Whenever I'm capturing a video, during that time, whenever I'm taking a video, I'm also editing at the same time. Like after I capture this clip, if I find it really nice, I'm gonna put it in the video editor, and I'm gonna edit on the go.
Okay.
And add some stuff in it, subtitles. That's my style. But I know a lot. Some do it post-production, but in my case, I do it like on the go.
So many people are going to watch this interview and be inspired by what you do. We just know it. Is there any advice that you would like to give them to help them along their machinima journey?
I would say that if you think it's possible, it's possible. Like SecondLife is really limitless. If you have free time, use it to practice filming. Don't rush your projects. Work at your own pace so you don't compromise the quality. Whenever there are sales, invest in backdrops, animations, wind lights, props, and in this way, you can use them in the future. Because
Yeah.
no one knows, right? What you'll be making in the future, and it's great to have this in stock in your inventory. And don't hesitate to ask your friends, because a lot of them are willing to join and help you out, and makes everything really fun.
Are you currently working on anything that we should be excited for?
Actually, I'm working on something I want to try because I haven't explored this genre yet. I want to make something scary, like something eerie. It's pretty random. Yeah, it's pretty random, but I really want to challenge myself and see if I can pull it off. Like something like a horror or thriller vibes that I'm trying to make right now.
We love the scary. We love the horror.
Yes.
All right, for this last question, I really hope you did your showcase homework, because then you would know that our producer Rizzo has taken the time to watch all of your videos just to find that one video that has gotten his attention. And he just has to know more about it. And while you think he may have questions about your sandal video or your baguette video, you would be wrong. Actually, he just had to know. What's up with this one?
Yeah, this video was like posted months ago. We were basically decorating the Philippine scene. This place is owned by Annie, my friend. While we were decorating, we were just like, basically taking a break. And I was checking my inventory for dances. Because I've been a fan of Michael Jackson, Usher, or Justin Timberlake. I really love the way they dance.
Yeah.
And then I saw this particular dance. I have this beat it. It's a dance. Then I tried playing it. While I was dancing, I noticed that my friends were like messing around in the background. So I recorded it, and then my friend, as you can see in the video, he pulled me in the chaos. Things like this, it's pure fun. Like having friends around gives everything positive vibes.
Love it. We love it. We love it. So that is actually our last question for today. And we could not be more happier that you joined us today, Elgar. All right, guys. So that's all that we have for our October Director Showcase. We'll be back next month with another amazing director to showcase for you. So I just have to know, because I'm dying to know. Can you tell me anything about this horror film that you're doing?
Actually, what you heard earlier, like when I said I was editing something, it's part of it.
Okay.